This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's complete, Williams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. He will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Play to the running back.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Vikings.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
29.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
43-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Shenault on the receiving end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Eight yards to go on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers again now. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
23 yards the final tally. And to give this time to the tailback. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, touchdown, Packers.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Packers 42, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Get your swerve on. Rush in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go, D. Hey, Mike 51. Check nine.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
First and goal.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Agnew on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And it's third and short.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check nickel.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Hey, check that. Street. Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
New Mike 52. Check right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Kill. 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. All day, baby. All day. Mike 52, Mike.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check 13. No street.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
39-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
By Jeff Gladney.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Go.
2nd and 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
5 yards.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
14, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check. Crunch.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Slam, slam. 70 Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight. You want Mike? Mike 51. Watch the run.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this out past the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Minnesota.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.